Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Gleipnir episode 8. Last episode was Metamorphosis. We got the crazy fight with Subaru, furry girl, God, I keep forgetting her name, and Shuichi, obviously, and Claire and other suit guy, who apparently isn't hiding his appearance, found them fine, apparently. Seemingly fine. Very, like, Aaron from Attack on Titan. We had a whole conversation off camera about what we think of, like, how the pacing's going. Gonna be completely honest, at least I'll say it. The story's good, but it feels like the anime is like focusing on the wrong things and it's messing with the pacing. We can see that. But that's not to say that we're not excited to get into this next episode of Gleipnir. Is there anything you want to say on that topic or at all?
Yeah, I guess just don't get us wrong, we really like the story. Just the way they're pacing things, the way they're ending an episode, not on a cliffhanger when there would have been like such a good
opportunity. Cliffhanger.
They could have made the last 2 episodes actually a million times better just by shuffling things around a little bit.
Yeah, and perhaps it is the writing, because like the way the manga went about this part in the story, it's following the sequence of events relatively well as far as an adaptation, but they should have used their creative license as an adaptation to like shuffle things around in a way that improves the tension of what's going on, because I feel like the whole metamorphosis thing was supposed to be this crazy transformation a la Aaron from Attack on Titan when he first became a Titan. We're just supposed to be like, what the fuck is happening? But it came and went so quick that it feels like it was really undersold.
Yeah,
and
there was
everything
no
along with that.
stakes involved with it, because
but
we
we'll
know
see what the stakes are.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's gonna give him some insight into his backstory, but all that to say, it's not even that we're hesitant. We just hope beyond hope that they sort of focus up the story and really like use the payoffs. Yeah. So we just want them to use the writing to their advantage, because the show could be good and it's teetering on that edge again, but we know that it can be good. So we have faith in it that it's going to get better, but we just hope that the production actually follows through. But yeah, we are actually excited to get into this episode. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you check out our previous reactions to Gleipnir. Thank you guys so much for all the support on Kaguya yesterday. We got like 1,500 views hour after hour for 2 hours straight, and then more than 1,000 every hour. This is channel wide, like all through the night pretty much, and our channel's still doing crazy. So thank you guys so much. Like this last Kaguya video in our JoJo opening reaction blew our previous videos out of the water, and our channel has been doing insane so far. So thank you guys so much for all the support. It's huge. We absolutely love it. We love you guys. We're having a great time. This is incredible. We've never had anything like this, so thank you guys so much. But for the moment we've all been waiting for, and the reason that you guys watch our videos at all, we're going to get into the reaction to Gleipnir episode 8. Is there anything you want to say before we get going?
Nope.
Let's go.
We love Funimation. Okay, here we go.
Oh shit, actual legit backstory. She kind of looks like Elena. Or no, never mind. It's like a boarding school, or is he being like...
cram school.
Oh, I see. You know what a cram school is, right? Oh, it's like after school. It's for studying and reinforcing studies. Very Japanese thing. Okay, is she gonna be pissed? And is that screw up with the camera gonna come back to bite us in the story?
Or is she just not gonna care? Or she looks a little bit angry.
A little bit pensive. How did you find them? At least we can count on the opening being good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we read in the comments that there was a change to the footage that Claire saw recording, because apparently what you guys tell us, and I think I looked at the manga chapter, Claire wasn't shown the footage of Furry Girl entering Shuichi in his form. So it would be strange if she was not reacting then when she actually saw proof of it, but was angry now that they're seeing each other. Maybe it's just because she's worried about his well-being, but either way, it would be really inconsistent if she turns out to be like, how could you betray me? Like, I had no idea when she was shown it. It would be a mistake on the part of production that would really fuck with the story.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe because there's a big to-do about, like, them both cheating on each other at the same time, or, like, Shuichi cheating on Claire, cheating, quote-unquote, this is a metaphor, and then Claire saying no to that other girl, because that was, like, a big deal. But then, if she's angry about this after being like, it would just confuse things. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying.
Oh shit, he just did that.
That was quick.
失って倒れる前のことは覚えてないのだな。はい。吉岡、お前もか？森に入ったら。
Yoshioka。
クレアのお姉さんの仲間だと思う少年がヨカさんの財布を拾ってて、その子が突然化け物に。僕たちは捕まってそのまま握りつぶされたような気が。あとは何も。だがこうして二人とも生きてるじゃないか。 敵はそいつ一人だけ？あの女はいな。だと思う。お前のせいだ。知ってたんだろ。そいつらはヤバい勝手なことして、吉岡まで危険な目に。やめて、息をつける。その通りだ。こいつの取った行動はとてつもなく危険だな。俺はこいつが気に少なくとも二人を見捨てて帰ってくるやつよ。
Oof. Get destroyed. Calls him out.
I like Yota so far. Also, I noticed when the leader chick was saying, like, oh, we only have one fighter among us. It was holding on, like, on Isao, the Yeti,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just cut to, oh
Whoa!
shit! Would that be your power?
Yes.
Damn. Does he just carry those seeds? That's pretty cool. He carries shit like that in his bag. Whoa. Friends. I bet they were bullies. And he mistook. Memories. That's where he met Claire. I was right. It did look like Claire. Or,
Elena.
Elena. But... Whoa. Giant forehead.
That is a
100%.
really useful power.
Probably not, judging by her power. What?
一応私も名乗っておこうか。小柳さやか。このチームのまとめ役だ。
Whoa.
大した能力ね。
That is a very impressive skill. They're just really agile. That's it. They can track, they have a gun, and they're agile and strong.
But none of them can do frickin' anything, so...
Yeah, I guess I never thought about how powerful they are. But then again, we weren't really introduced to many weak characters.
Yeah.
あんた本当は知ってるんじゃないの？あの場所で何があったのか。秀一君と同じよ。何も覚えてない。
Liar. Lies. And she knows it.
私が秀一君の中に入ったのは怒ってるの。そうね。あんたじゃ無理よ。秀一には私が必要なの。私じゃなきゃダメ。私がいなければ秀一は戦うことも人を傷つけることもやっぱりそう。
You sure?
あなたと秀一君はまるで違う。
Maybe you should stop thinking of him as so weak.
一つになれない。
Oh
She has no-
shit!
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see what she just said though?
Yeah, you guys have no...
No, you two cannot become one.
やっぱり何か言いたいことがあるんだろう。どっちが気持ちよかった？私とあの女入れたんでしょ？秀一の中に。しかも裸で。 違うよ。仕方なく。じゃあ私を入れるのもそうなの。これは
Yeah.
秀一がそうしたいなら気持ちいいことしてもいいのよ。
I don't like where this is going.
なんてね、冗談よ。のびちゃんは早く食べましょう。
Ha, just kidding. Unless.
いいわ、わかる。
Of course she's lying. What?
How'd your apartment get
あれ
fixed?
がチーム同士の戦いだと
True.
言ったけど。
Maybe this isn't the first time that it's happened, and maybe that's why Shuichi lost his memories before.
虻川君だよね。こんなところで何してるの？かがや。なんで？散歩だよ。暑いし目が覚めちゃって。車にひかれたみたいだよ。俺も散歩してて見つけちまって、なんとなくほっとけなくってな。
This dude's creepy as fuck.
手伝うよ。
His friend, right? He kind of reminds me of that creepy dude from the start of episode 5.
Like,
First episode! I was just thinking that. He found that fucking dog.
それにしてもお前。
that was a tanuki.
Or, yeah. I think I'm right. I think that form we saw, that creepy fucking dude.
知り合い？ああ、まだ。助かったぜ。何それ？朝っぱらから。ちょうどよかった。なんか踊ってくれよ。はあ？高校生にたかんのかよ。
These guys are fucking weird.
What's that guy doing?
まさか。
Killing animals?
Taking their tails as trophies. He's like a fucking serial killer. Oh yeah, you're a character. Oh, CG bike. I thought it was just gonna be for that one shot.
ありがとう。みふねさん。どうしたの？いや。
Still going to college soon because I turned it down.
悩み事でもあったら言ってね。
What a pleasant interaction.
くそ、あいつまた違う女だ。おとなしい顔してとんだクソ野郎だぜ。
Why are you such a fucking psycho?
あのそばかす女がいなきゃだんまりか。須藤を殺したのはお前じゃない。あいつの死体は刃物のようなもので真っ二つにされていた。お前の戦い方はそれとは違う。
Was he friends with that?
何を企んでる？サンベさんのことは秘密よ。
Oh right, yeah. That's how they got in contact. Was they killed that fucking dude.
There's pictures of him.
Right.
けどどのみち小柳の契約を受けたんだ。お前はもう俺たちを裏切ること頼もしい仲間だ。
This guy.
そうだよ。だから僕には一人のことができるんだ。多分そういうことなんだろう。僕の力は僕のためにあるんじゃない。何の力もない普通の人たちを守るために。そしてきっとこの物語の中の誰かのために。誰？あ、はじめまして。吉岡千尋と言います。秀一君の知り合いです。もしもし。悪いけど私知らない人と話すの苦手なの。後でかけ。ナオトから呼び出しか。
Naoto.
スバル、私はちょっと出かけるからあんたはもう寝なさい。ガキ扱いすんな。
What is your fucking problem?
もしかしてあなた秀一君と一つになっていた。
Oh no.
やっぱり私と秀一君は完全に一つになった。
I feel like she's taking this relationship a lot further
心も体も記憶さえも一つに混じり合って。
than
私でも秀一君
anyone else is ready for.
教えて。あれは一体。あれは秀一君の秀一君だけの特別な力。二人の目的が変わらない限り。それよりこの番号を誰に聞いたの？
Yeah, how did you get this number?
教えてないのに。それは秀一君から。嘘よ。秀一君がこの番号を覚えているはずがないと言うと殺すわよ。彼の記憶には不自然に消えた影があった。多分それは秀一 に外から記憶を見た人にしかわからない。記憶の影。
Does she have the power to erase
どう
memories?
して消されたのかはわからない。あなたはその影の姿にとてもよく似ている。たとえ記憶は消えても埋められない一君の心の空白。全部ではない。断片的だけど、その影に重ねることで私は修一君の失われた記憶を見ることができた。にも誰にもこのことは話してない。彼には
That's literally just asking to be murdered.
記憶がないの。けど私にはわかる。あなたは悪い人じゃない。だってあなたにとってかけがえのない人。お願い、力を貸して。みんなで一緒にこの争いを止めるの。あの宇宙人が
You don't know what she wants.
もしそんなすごい力を手に入れたら。あなたは今まで何人の収集者に会った？といったコインの数は100枚。あれは集めるのが不可能なほどの数かしら。何を？100枚集めた人がいたとしたら、
Has she already...
その人によって世界が壊されようとしてるとしたら、ごめんなさい。やっぱりあなたたちの仲間にはなれない。
They're like 5 steps behind.
もう私と修一君は気が違うから。
We don't need to keep seeing this animation.
分かってるわ。役割を忘れたわけじゃない。誰であろうと排除する。
Okay. And they have
Oh,
literally
she's thinking
one.
about...
Using it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, because of what the fuck? Yeah, because of the metamorphosis.
たった5枚だ。私がこの山に入ってから約2ヶ月。
They're so far behind.
我々がこの山で拾ったと見えてくるものがある。
They're like footsteps. Trail.
宇宙船の奇跡。そう。我々が探すのは宇宙船そのものだ。おそらくそこに行けばコインは100枚集まる。
Okay. Alrighty. That was yet another episode of Gleipnir. So better than last episode. Good episode, but
It's getting complicated.
It's getting complicated, but not in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way.
It's in a way that clearly has a direction, and you can see them trying to make it worthwhile. So
Those other people's powers are really cool. The guy who can grow stuff is really cool. That's really awesome.
that's a dope ability. I wonder how they could use that in like an offensive way. Maybe like, or I guess it would only be defensive. You just like create a fortress or like a barrier, like just a wall of trees or thorns.
Yeah, thorns. Or I wonder if you could get something to like a tree to like grow and like stab through someone or something. Maybe. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. I would have that power, but I wouldn't look like I wouldn't want to
look like a
look
Yeti?
like that, but I would want that power.
So Shuichi went to a cram school when he was a kid, and that's where he met Elena. Clearly. So when I even said at the start of the episode that woman looked like Elena, I imagine that they're related. Maybe that's her grandmother or something. Maybe it's just coincidental, and she just happens to look kind of like Elena, and they both just went to the same cram school, and that's where they met. That's entirely possible. But he went there. Pretty sure that's where he met Elena. They, were childhood friends for a long time. The timeline's all kind of coming together at this point. And then, I wanted to go through all the messages.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do as well.
Because there's, a million texts and everything, and if we pause them, then we can read them. Okay. Alright, here we go. I hung out with blank today. I think that's Elena. I think this is, his diary. I washed something's clothes. Something was smiling. Something was having fun. Something said something liked it. Me and something's present. Something is always so nice. On the way home, something and I something. Talked about when we were at something. All blank or blanked. Me and blank went to blank. It's just recounting times that they hung out, all the different times. Went to hang out at blank. We tried to... I did that with blank, but was worried about me and blank. So the relationship's, developing. Kind of embarrassed, but I held blank's hand.
A blank was blank. It blank with
Blank
also blank.
That seems like some bullshit.
Blanked blank was blank. Did blank blank.
It seemed like they were actually developing a relationship there. Okay, so yeah, they clearly had, like, a childhood friend relationship where, like, they knew each other for a long time, and they were friends, and then they started to develop feelings for each other, or at least Elena developed... Or, I guess, no, he did, because he was talking about trying to hold her hand.
Mm-hmm. And he missed her.
Yeah.
So...
I think something maybe with the metamorphosis. Wait, did Elena say that metamorphosis was specific to Shuichi?
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. That seems weird that...
I think that's kind of what I was thinking.
That is what you were thinking, but the reason I thought that was weird was because Subaru knew what that was. So unless Elena told him about this supremely personal thing that she doesn't seem to like talking about with anybody else at all. Although they do have a closer relationship.
Although no one else has called it metamorphosis other than him.
That's true. Maybe it was just like a turn of phrase.
Like I said, like he just saw that and said and
called it that.
And he didn't even know it was two people. Or I guess he did. But, like, he did. I guess maybe he wouldn't know that the two of them necessarily combined. Just that the thing that he was fighting turned into another thing that he was then still fighting.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I was... Yeah, I guess I was wrong. It just seems like... I don't know. It just seemed like a very pointed phrase to use for this very specific thing. Mm-mm. And he wasn't surprised by it at all, so that also kind of confused me. The fact that he had a word for it that was not like a word you would normally use in your everyday life, and the fact that he wasn't surprised by it all made me believe that there was something more going on there. But if it is just a Shuichi, then okay, whatever. But yeah, that's interesting.
Invisible Girl, the convenience store girl, that's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. I'm not sure what the point of that was. Just to be like, oh yeah, I don't know. Could have easily just been someone we've never met before, but I feel like they wanted to connect it.
Well, everyone's, like, in this town already, and they have so many students and, like...
Young people.
For
some reason.
I mean, she's young as well, but she's, like, working at the store. She's not, like, yet again, another one of their classmates.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of classmates, that fucking guy... Like, he looks so much like that, like, it looks like if he transformed into somebody, his form would be that creepy fucking dude from the start of episode 5. You remember the Crazy Enemies, when it was, like, that guy they found, that girl was, like, looking for coins in the woods alone, and then she wandered into that, fortress, that, like, area with all the other gatherers. I could probably find a thumbnail for that episode real quick, just to remind you of what he looks like. But yeah, his friend... seems awful creepy.
Yeah.
That guy. Kind of looks like if he would transform into that guy.
Maybe.
Not 100% sure. I thought that was just a creepy looking dude, but maybe he was transformed because everyone else there was transformed. And he didn't seem to... I don't remember if he... Hang on, I'm going to look at that. I love how in these discussions...
It's just us rewatching.
We end up having to rewatch a bunch of shit. Does he transform? If he does, then I'm wrong. If not, I might still be wrong, but... Oh, he does. Okay, I'm wrong. Never mind.
Yeah, remember he was that weird gorilla thing.
Right. Yeah, okay, I'm wrong. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. At least I know, and I'm not going down like a random rabbit hole. What else to say about this episode? A lot of shit. Claire is, like, doubting her relationship.
Yeah, you can tell I'm pretty sure at the end there she was, like, thinking about going...
Cashing in that coin?
Yeah, just so that they can, like, combine.
I wonder if she's going to. Because imagine the power-up that would come from that. Imagine it would be a fucking going Super Saiyan if Claire had some... And she knows how it works now. So she's prepared to give herself, like, a crazy fucking ability that would help out that transformation so well. If she did that, she could, like... Think about, okay, when I drink this thing, I'm going to think about this, and only this for the next, like, 20 seconds. And then let it, like, sink in, and then I'll be able to fucking destroy anybody when I combine with Shuichi. I don't know.
Interesting. It's also kind of a dick move that frickin', what's her name, furry girl?
Yoshioka.
It's kind of shitty that Yoshioka remembers everything, and instead of saying... like, telling Shuichi or telling the rest of her team,
She's withholding that information.
She just calls Elena
Yeah.
and is like, hey girl, what's up? Just letting you know, I fucked your boyfriend and got your number. He still misses you, though. Like...
No one could replace you. I did fuck him, though. Like, it just...
I mean, they didn't actually...
She's just so fucking dumb. She's just so fucking stupid.
But, like, I get that it adds to the plot that maybe Elena's not really that bad of a person.
We already kind of figured that.
But, like, yeah, they didn't need her to literally call her, because now what's gonna happen? And then Elena's just like, alright, especially now that you've told me this, I don't give a fuck about Shuichi, and next time I see him, I'll just kill him.
Is that what Elena said?
Well, she was not, she'll kill him, but she'll let him die next time. Because she was like, oh, because the rest of her team showed up and was like, why didn't you kill that creature? And she's, oh, well, no, you know what?
None of your business.
None of your
That's
business,
why.
but you know our rules. We see someone, we don't see them ever again because we kill them. I don't remember what she said. We still haven't seen Mr. Fighting Guy's ability. Haven't seen Yota's ability, which is interesting. I just wanted to go back to...
Yeah, so he entered the pact as well.
Yeah.
With girl. Forget her name. Sayaka. Why did you want to look? What are you
I'm just looking. I just want to rewatch this scene to make sure we didn't miss anything.
You want to rewatch the whole scene?
Just for like 30 seconds, okay?
What are you looking? I don't know why. What are you?
Because
looking for?
I think he was Claire's ally. They fucked up the subtitles, and I noticed that the first time, but I wasn't sure.
Let me take a snip of that and put it in the episode. I make that mistake all the time, calling Elena Claire. I literally made it during this reaction multiple times, I think. But that's really funny.
I saw it, but like the subtitles go so fast that you only have time to read them once.
Yeah.
You don't have time to check. And I was like, Claire, and then I was like, did he say something else about Claire? Like, did I miss something? And was he actually saying something about Claire?
Yeah.
But no, we think he was Claire's ally.
It's just a transcription error. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's funny. Funimation really needs to fucking step it up with their transcription. Let me tell you, like with shit like that, and then with Kaguya as well. Not typesetting or doing anything with
any
the
flyers that
and
are
important
like vastly
information
important.
That's in the world. Yeah, and supremely important to the plot. Like they mistranslate. Like people give Crunchyroll shit. And as far as I'm aware, the best way to watch a lot of things is fan subs because people are way more passionate than someone like paid to transcribe something in an hour to put it up on fucking Crunchyroll. But like people give shit to Crunchyroll for like not translating shit right or like getting a little too crazy and like relating certain words to certain things, but some of the meaning is lost in the translation, and they could have prevented that if they just restructured the sentence. They do a lot of shit like that. Funimation is on a different level. I don't know what's going on with them. Anyway.
At least with Crunchyroll, the Tower of God like typesetting is so helpful.
It's so good. I'm so glad they put in that extra effort. It's awesome. It's awesome to see.
Actually, with Gleipnir, this is like the first mess up with Gleipnir. They haven't really had any need for like there hasn't been any many written words, like pieces of paper or whatever.
But I'm sure people are going to say with this episode, like all the translations of the diary entries.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough. Don't spoil it. By the way, I know it's coming. That the people are gonna be like, actually, that's not quite the right translation of what was written in Shuichi's diary or what was in that memory sequence. It would actually be something more like this. Please, we know that there's probably different translations. Do not show us that because inevitably some of you out there know what's going to happen next and read it in the manga, so you guys know what the translation's supposed to be, but it's informed by information that we don't have in this yet. So we understand that there's different translations to shit like that, and that the sentence structure is different and it could allude to different things. But if you enlighten us about what it could possibly allude to, then you're leading us down a path to spoilers. It's essentially the same as spoiling something because you're drawing attention to something that we otherwise wouldn't have thought of, which basically narrows our amount of possibilities for what's going to happen in the future, which is a spoiler just for everyone out there. And we appreciate you guys engaging with this stuff, but we really are trying to like stay engaged with you guys and talking in the comments, but we can't do that if you guys keep spoiling stuff. So
Yeah, it hasn't been a huge... It's starting to get more and more of a problem for this show. It wasn't early on.
It's no Tower of God, but it is worse than any other show we've done.
Yeah, so we really like hopping in the comments and having conversations, and it's really discouraging when we get spoiled by accident.
Yeah, and we know it is frustrating because, like, I'm a pretty harsh critic compared to a lot of reactors, and, like, we usually talk about what a show did wrong, but inevitably we're going to say a critique that's wrong because we don't have all the information. We just hope that you guys trust us, that we will take in that new information when it comes to us, and understand that we don't have that information, so we're just going off of what we have. But if we say something that's like, well, that's kind of a bullshit, like, criticism of the show because you don't actually understand what's happening, or you didn't pay attention, or you missed something, or whatever. We apologize for that, but spoiling us on something isn't going to help the videos get better. It's actually going to make them way worse. So we appreciate your guys' patience with us, I guess. But that's not, and again, that's not speaking to everyone. It's just like a couple people who are like really passionate about these shows, and I understand that. But it's yeah. Anyway, yeah, just a little spoiler talk. But as far just wrapping up what we thought about the episode, I think we pretty much talked about everything. It's I want to know what the deal is. I wonder why they keep reintroducing, or they haven't done it in a while, but they reintroduced Mifune or Nana. Mm-hmm. I wonder what the deal with reintroducing her is.
I'm wondering
she
if
going to be a player in
happen
this?
to her.
Maybe.
Because, like, okay, freaking telescope camera boy, whatever you want to call him, he was taking a video on his phone, not on his weird camera head.
Which makes sense because he's in public.
Because he's at school, but he was taking a picture of Shuichi helping her on her bike.
I think he's just a voyeur.
I guess he's like, but he's like, he's talking about, oh, he's talking to other girls now, he's betraying everyone else, he's a cheater all the time for just helping someone who he's gone to school with.
He's just jealous is all he is.
But I'm wondering if Shuichi's relationship with her is gonna
be a weakness, maybe?
Yeah, or, I don't know, monsters are gonna take over the school and, like, try and kill her or whatever. Something. She just seems like a very, like, innocent and cute character, and I don't see a reason for keeping her involved unless either she turns into something or she gets involved in something, like, way over her head and needs to be saved.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I think you're probably right. I think that's more likely than she has powers secretly.
Yeah, those creepy guys, like the one guy...
They have, like, a car. Hang on, where is this?
A classic shot of Elena in just a towel for literally no reason.
I feel like this car that they're sitting beside is going to be super relevant next episode. They're showing us this model because it's a CG model. They wouldn't make a CG model if they didn't plan to make it move or, like, reuse it in another scene. Like, why would they go through the trouble of making this weird car that seems to be, like, souped up in CG and not just draw it for this one background shot? They clearly are going to be using that in another episode.
I just want to know why that guy is killing animals and
stealing their tails. Yeah, I don't know.
That's really weird.
That's really fucked up and just, yeah, it's strange.
And he's burying it in, like, a shallow grave at night.
In, like, a field.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, I just walked by and found it dead, so I'm burying it. I think that one was like a dog, wasn't it?
That one was definitely a dog.
So you don't just find someone's dog dead and just bury it. That's kind of a weird thing to do.
Yeah, you just, your dog went missing? Well, you'll never know. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, it's shitty logic, but obviously he's lying. He fucking killed that dog and took its tail. I don't know what he's doing with these tails, what he's making, what kind of monstrosity he intends to produce with these tails, but we'll see what horror befalls us.
It's so weird, though, that Shuichi
didn't pick up on it?
Doesn't think that he's not getting that creepy kind of vibe.
Yeah, because he's like, he acts so differently outside of school. And what was the deal? Like,
and I'm getting that same vibes as when there was that dead tanuki at school.
Was it a tanuki or was it a dog? I forget.
The first time?
The dead animal in the first episode.
I thought you thought it was a tanuki.
I did think it was a tanuki, but you also don't really get a good look at it. I don't know. I don't know. Could be a dog. Could be a fucking tanuki. Who could be a fucking cat. I don't know. Animal. Furry, cute animal that was missing a tail, I think, as well.
And the other weird thing, he's like, oh, I just saw this dead on the road and decided to bury it, but he has a shovel, like a carry-sized shovel, with him. I mean, maybe we're completely wrong, and this guy's just a normal dude who carries a shovel on his night walks.
I don't know why you're giving him so much credit. He definitely killed that fucking... He definitely killed that fucking dog.
And then he comes with
possibly with the shovel. I don't know.
With
I don't
these
know how he did
sketchy dudes in a parking lot, and they're like, oh, buy us a drink. Maybe they're outside of like a
liquor store?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of Gleipnir. We hope you enjoyed the reaction and the discussion for this episode. Thank you guys so much for all the support. This is fucking crazy. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the Kaguya video and the JoJo video and the Naruto. Naruto's been doing well. Like, our channel usually dips around Friday, but you guys have just helped us, like, keep that going, and we've reached more views than we've ever had in a single day. I think we got 12K, or was it 16K? I could check. Anyway, we got way more. Our previous record was like 11. We blew past that. So thank you guys so much. It's huge. And we can't thank you enough. So thank you guys so much for the support.
Yeah, if you want to influence our future videos, we're going to be having every Friday, we're doing sort of like a other video, usually OP or ending reactions for different shows. And we're going to be having polls to determine which OPs we react to. So check those out on our community tab.
If you want to give a recommendation for which ones we should do, or put in the poll, I mean to say, not actually what we should do, we're going to put up the poll. But if you want to recommend something for that poll, go to our community tab, leave a comment on the schedule with your recommendation for the OP or whatever one-off reaction you would like to see. We're going to be doing something like an OP reaction. We got this Friday, we're doing Black Clover, but after that, we're opening it up to another poll. We are taking tallies of different suggestions that people have, so we are listening, and we will probably see your comments. So if you go to community tab, look at our schedule, leave a comment for a recommendation there. Who knows, it might make it in the poll.
Also, even if you see someone has already recommended your show, comment it again so we know that there's more interest.
Exactly.
That's going to make it more likely to be on the poll.
Indeed. Other than that, we hope you leave a like on this video. It really helps us out. Maybe leave a comment on this video as well if you're feeling generous. And check out our previous Gleipnir reactions. Last week was doing better than any other great Gleipnir video we did, so thank you guys so much for that. But other than that, we're going to leave you with this episode. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.